Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons. Taken in part exchange this afternoon, here we have a Hyundai KONA. Now this is the premium model, so very well spec'd, and we'll run through the specification when we get into the car. I've taken lots of photographs of the car, so please do study the condition. It's all very, very nice indeed. We haven't had a chance to valet the car. We've given it a quick clean for the aid of the photos, the videos, just so we can get it online as quickly as possible. But it'll be fully valeted, ready for the next owner. Now, as I take you around the car, just want to give you a bit of background on the vehicle, where it came from, etc., etc. Now, the lady that we took it in part exchange from bought a Mazda CX-30, for you curious ones out there, which is quite a similar car. And she had this car from new, so she's really happy with the Hyundai brand, just fancied a bit of a change. And yeah, we're delighted to have taken this in part exchange. Now, if I'm to be critical, the wheels have scuffings on them. I mean, most wheels do, 99% of wheels do. So I will send this car to the wheel refurbers when we get back. And so they'll be brand new or better than new in the next couple of days. So what we'll do is let's start at the rear of the vehicle and work our way inside. Now, I had a quick look in the boot. This is the first time I've personally retailed a Hyundai KONA. We used to actually have the Hyundai franchise a few years ago, but we still service them. We still service Hyundais and Kia, but we stopped with the franchise, and we just stuck with Mazda and Suzuki. Nothing wrong with the brand or anything like that, but yeah, these are fantastic cars, and they really have gone on leaps and bounds since I started selling Hyundai i10s. Now, you've got this very useful, practical space here. It's very nice and, well, rectangular. My gauge as to whether a boot is practical or not is whether you can fit child seats in, push chairs, prams, all the sort of things that come along with young children, and you definitely would. Now, I'd never looked at boots like that in the past, but since becoming a father, a boot is a very important element to your transport. Now, underneath here, you've got a little boot tidy. And look at that, a spare wheel. So I'm actually shocked. This is the first time I've lifted this up. The car has a spare wheel. Most don't these days. Most have the places for them, but don't tend to come with them as standard. So for those of you out there that it's important to, the car has a spare wheel. The back hatch pops out, and then you can fold the seats down in a 60-40 split. And I say, do excuse the sort of crumbs and bits and pieces like that. This car will be fully valeted tomorrow morning. All right, so I'll just close that boot there. And this is a lovely, like, bluey silvery grey. Is it blue, is it grey? I'm not quite decided yet. Inside you've got Isofix anchorages for the two outer rear seats, and we're going to, as I say, valet this interior. So all these little bits here, bits of crumbs, etc., will have disappeared. Headlining is all in great shape, and the car, I'm a non-smoker. I can't smell any smoke. The previous owner, we were with her for a few hours, didn't see her smoking, so I would say it's a non-smoker's car. No, there's no unpleasant smells in there at all. Now, look at the spec. You've got electric front seats, all height adjustable. I think that's really good. I mean, on our Mazda CX-30, it didn't have an electric passenger seat, so she may miss that. You've got this infotainment system, amongst other things. So when we get in, I'll run you through all of them. But I just want to point out that you can disable the passenger airbag with the key, and not need to buy a manufacturer specific child seat like you do with some manufacturers. You can just use the key and use your child seat. Right, so you can hop inside. I've got an assistant with me today. He's just sitting in on how we do videos. So if you can hop in, Connor. Ellis, sorry. Connor was my last assistant. Right. Electric seats here, okay, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8-way and lumbar. So you've got the same on the passenger side, just minus the lumbar. Seat bolsters all in great condition. Always point this out because these are the places on the car which tend to wear out the quickest. Let's have a look here. Over here you've got your electric windows mirrors, auto folding wing mirrors, which are very handy. Heads up display, which is that there. Okay. Lane departure warning, traction control, illumination, you know, bright, low, and you've got here blind spot monitoring. So we'll come to them in just a minute. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the car up. So we have 2 keys with the car. Look at this. The spare key isn't even out of the wrapper. So to start this car, it's got keyless entry. Foot on the clutch. Press this little button here, and the car fires into life. Okay. Now, there's the mileage there. 12,480 miles. So what's that? It's 2, 3, 4 years old. So very low mileage indeed. Very low mileage. Right, now that's the heads-up display, which will display your speed, basic sat-nav functions, speed limits, etc., etc. And you can fold it away. Look at that. Now that's pretty cool, isn't it? I like that. So that's folded away by pressing this little button here. Makes a nice noise doing it as well. Oh, I like that. I like that. So this is a bit of an adventure for me, advertising this car, because I've never actually sat in one before. Okay, so you got your Rev Counter Speedo, so they're analog, outside temperature, MPG, range, etc. Okay, here you got your automatic lights, automatic wipers. You've got this lovely leather wrap steering wheel, and I noticed it's actually heated as well. Now that's something I probably use all year round. But look at this, air conditioned seats. Now for a car like this to have air conditioned seats, I mean, I think S-Class Mercedes were the first cars to have air conditioned seats, maybe 25 years ago. So I'm really impressed, and I've just put that on, and I can feel a nice, cool breeze on the bottom of my back. So I'd imagine it'll help keep you fresh in those summer months. But you've also got heated seats as well. So heated and cooled seats. So if anyone ever says they're cold in the winter and hot in the summer, well, you've got a way around that here. You've got a 6-speed manual gearbox, and it's a really lovely gear change. I drove the car down here, and it's a real pleasure to drive. You can turn your parking sensors off, so you've got front, rear and a rear camera. And this here, it's called, I forget the proper terminology, but hill climb descent control or something like that. It will keep you at a steady speed if you're going down a steep hill. So if you're fancy doing a bit of off-roading, that's a good thing to have. You've got climate control, air conditioning, okay, and that's really effective. I'm going to turn it down. It says it's 21 degrees outside, but it feels a bit warmer. I think it might be quite humid today. Excuse me. Right, so moving on, let's have a look here. So let's get to the home screen. Where's the home screen? Now, I should have had a little practice run with this. Brilliant. Thank you, Ellis. Okay, so touch screen. Look at this big menu here. My menu settings, nav, phone, radio, media. Let's have a little play with media. DAB radio, Bluetooth audio, USB music, sounds of nature. That's probably a good thing to put on maybe on the way home or to the run up to going to sleep or something. Apple CarPlay, look at that. AM and auxiliary. So the auxiliary plugs in down here, the USB. Okay, so connectivity is excellent. Radio, DAB, so it's kind of future-proofs the car, because I think some FM channels will probably be switching off and going straight over to DAB. Setup there, so you can set up your devices, display, Wi-Fi, so the car's connected to the internet. I'd imagine you could get live traffic updates, etc. With that. So all good stuff. Let's have a look here. put in keywords. Let's have a look. License. Now this will be really embarrassing if it doesn't work. Leeson's Hill. Let's see if it finds Leeson's Hill. Oh, there we go. Brilliant. Okay. Okay, I'd imagine you could probably also put your postcode in, but if you don't have that postcode, all good stuff. Okay, so we've covered all the spec, I think. There's probably lots of other things that I've missed out. Sorry, it does have cruise control as well. Cruise control. You've got the buttons here to accept a call, decline a call. Okay. Ah, yes. So blind spot monitoring in the wing mirror. So there, you can see that there, and they've got the same just over here. If somebody was to overtake you or undertake you, it will bleep and light up just to say, look, somebody's coming from the inside or the outside, so just be careful, you know, don't pull out. Lane departure warning. If you were to change lanes without indicating, the car would think that possibly, you know, you weren't meant to change lanes, you're not paying attention, you might have dozed off, and it's just sort of says, you know, pay attention, you know, be alert, and it'll just keep you safer. So very good safety features, something we get on our Mazdas now. Now that it's pretty much standard, but I think back in 2018, I think it was an extra on the Mazda. So this is a really high spec vehicle. You've got up, down, in and out on the steering column as well. Now I brought along the service history with cars because I like to be as transparent as possible. So I actually found the receipts. Hold on a second. Well, I'm just going to pass the camera over to Ellis. Right. So this car was supplied by WJ Kings. Now let me get the latest one. Where is the date? There we go, 21. So that's the 2021 service receipt at 9,306 miles. 2020, when it had done 6,710, that's WJ Kings. This one was Hyundai Ancaster, which is in Croydon, South Croydon, I think. And 2019 at 3,286 miles. So it's got a full service history from Hyundai. And obviously we are a Hyundai, as mentioned earlier, a Hyundai Kia service agent. So we shall do the next service, ready for the next customer. Okay, so that'll all be done, including an MOT. All right, so brilliant. Now, I just want to mention a couple of things. We are a Mazda dealer, you can probably tell from our website, but we do welcome any non-franchise part exchange. So any car that's not a Mazda or a Suzuki, we want your part exchange. Hence the reason, you know, we're doing this video right now. So I know there's a lot of advertising out there about put your reg number in and, you know, get a price in 10 seconds or whatever it is these days, and you get a better deal, etc. Let me just say, you will get the best deal with us with a part exchange. So please do all that so you've got an idea of what your car's worth, and then give us a call. Okay. The car still has warranty left. This is a 5-year warranty, so you've still got a year's warranty, manufacturer's left on this car. Okay, so brilliant, really good indeed. But just reiterate what I was saying earlier, it will go through the workshop, the service will be done, and anything that needs doing, you know, maybe brakes, tyres, everything will be checked. But with 12,480 miles, I shouldn't imagine there should be much, but that will it'll all be checked as per the Mazda approved used cars. Okay, we got great finance facilities, we got the facility to extend warranties, we got the facility to do an online consultation, video walk around, and should you require any more specific photographs or videos for this car, please don't hesitate to ask. It doesn't matter how small your request is, we're here to help, and we really are, we do mean that. Outside normal business hours, leave us a voicemail if you can't get through, or drop us an email and we'll try to come back to you. And any information on the car that we've not covered, because I appreciate we might not have been that comprehensive in this video, just ask and we can go and find out. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been informative, and we look forward to hearing from you. So thank you. Bye-bye.